The horizon, horizontal vanishing line that separates what is above the observer's eye level from what is below. The horizon is always flat. There is no evidence of curvature. Horizon, horizontal vanishing line, separates what is above the observer's eye level from what is below. No matter what the height is, whether you're ground level or several feet or meters in the sky or kilometers, always eye level. Water always finds its level. That's why in construction you use the water level to see if something is level, horizontal. The earth is mostly covered in water, as we know. Water always finds its level. And of course, Vibes of Cosmos explains a lot. Over 20 miles high, which is, according 1 mile is 1.6 kilometers, so 32 kilometers, right? Horizon still 100% flat. Mount Everest and sea level. So you see different heights, same type of horizon. The horizon stays at eye level no matter how high you fly. This is impossible on a globe, spinning ball Earth with curved water, as the horizon will have to be lower and lower the higher you fly. This is proof we are not on a globe or a sphere or a ball. As you can see, there's the plane and the spinning ball Earth with curved water, and the horizon sight line, the expected horizon, simple. You think that's the curve as you look into the distance, and then you go up with a helicopter, a plane, a drone. Where did the curve go? It's perspective. It's not magic. It's not illusion. This is pure science. It's the law of perspective. As you can see, that line corresponds to the distance between the two areas on each side of the river. So it's just perspective. Consider the fact that bodies of water only appear to curve in pictures that you will never be able to take for yourself. Pictures which are CGI computer graphics, but the pictures of the reality of the real world. And here you see the difference in how water behaves. We know water behaving like this is true. We know water behaving like this is true as well. You can see, as you can see the level of the water. We know water behaving like this is not true. And how can this be true? Science versus pseudoscience. And where does the curve start? Right here, back here, question, or here, maybe here. How about way back here, over here? You know, the higher you go, the more you see we live on a plane. This is awesome stuff when you go at a height with helicopter or plane. So horizon always rises with eye level and remains perfectly flat. 250 miles high from the supposed ISS, 121,000 feet from weather balloon, 30,000 feet from plane, 5 feet from boat. Horizon eye level. Spherical trigonometry dictates the surface of all large bodies of water must curve downward equally in all directions, just like a toilet paper roll, right? This is not in the reality of the real world. The reality of the real world is, this is like Lake Pontchartrain Causeway, so this is for the XYZ axis in distances. If there is no curvature at the X axis, which is the horizontal one, it's impossible to have a curvature on the Z axis or the Z axis. Earth is not a cylinder. Earth is flat and motionless. Now, it's not a spinning ball. Water always finds its level. We've studied this in primary school. We've seen this picture in primary school a lot. Calculations based on assumptions are not practical measurements of substance. As you can know, even in the dictionary, the definition of horizon, or of level in this case, is a horizontal plane or line. The earth is mostly covered in water. Water has seeking in the same level. They say ships disappear over the curve here, while there is no curvature anywhere here. 23 miles, there should be over 266 feet of curvature. Where is it? You can see there from the sky. Science. It's called sea level for a reason. Sea, it's level. It's sea level. Sea level. It's sea level. It's not sea curve. About 71% of the Earth's surface is water and 29% is land, at least what we know in the Antarctic Treaty. And water always seeks to be level. Water doesn't curve. Earth is 70% water. So gravity exists, question mark. So make this stick on this. How can we stick water on a sphere? So this is impossible. Pour water into a cup, it becomes the cup. Pour it into a teapot, it becomes a teapot. Pour water onto a ball, it falls off. Bruce Lee. This picture alone destroys the globe earth theory. Water seeks its level. The natural physics of water is the most observable, repeatable, measurable, and irrefutable flat earth proof that debunks the globe earth lie. Water seeks its level. The curious case of water. You see water on the lake, water in the sea, water in the pool, water in the glass, water in the classroom. So the reality of the real world versus fantasy. Water always lies flat, water always finds its level. Pure science of the reality of the real world. So which part of water cannot curve around and stick to a spinning ball? Can't you understand? Listen to me, water needs a container. It doesn't bend around giant balls. So flat, flat, flat. Flat water, flat water, flat water. Everywhere you see flat water. On land, we use levelers, which also contains water. Earth is 71% water, so where exactly is the curvature? So water is flat everywhere, with the exception on the sphere spinning ball Earth, which is fantasy. Water level, beautiful sights from nature. Two birds, one stone. The sun is not 93 million miles away. Water always finds its level. Earth is flat. Sea level, for the military as well. Water does not lie, people do. We only have one continuous horizon, not many horizons. And let's just throw a bunch of horizontal lines together and pretend that this makes a globe. Water doesn't curve, Earth is 70% water. If the natural physics of water is to find and maintain its level, sea level, and large bodies of water must be contained and cannot conform to the exterior of objects, and 71% of Earth's surface is covered in water, at least in the Antarctic Treaty, how can you be living on a water-covered spinning space ball? Water, as you can see, water seeks its level. Water, Earth level, sky level, Earth level, sky level, sea level. Riddle me this, riddle me that. If water always finds its level and the horizon always finds your eye, the Earth is flat. The natural physics of water is to find and maintain its level. If Earth were a giant sphere tilted, wobbling and hurtling through infinite space at 1,000 miles per hour, then truly flat, consistently level surfaces would not exist here. But since Earth is in fact an extended flat plane with variations in geography, this fundamental physical property of fluids finding and remaining level is consistent with experience and common sense and the reality of the real world science, scientific proof. This is self-explanatory. The ball Earth rotates with speed around 1,000 miles per hour. This is the globe Earth theory, therefore the ships should be like this across the globe, but the Earth is a flat stationary plane. So ball Earth fantasy versus the flat Earth fact. Water is always level. Isn't it shocking that in the year 2018, this was taken in 2018, we need to explain to other adults that large bodies of water must be contained and will always level out. If you pour water on the outside of any object, it just falls. It falls. So that's why you need a container. Water is always level, flat, flat, flat. The Earth is flat. My teacher told me over there is the magical place where the water starts bending. This picture alone destroys the globe Earth theory. Look at how water falls off the globe and seeks the level flat on the flatness of the flat Earth. And so you can see the flat Earth facts and the reality of the real world and the globe Earth fantasy. Water is always level. Water is always level. So it's just the reality of science. So Earth spins, water sticks to it. Clothes spin in a washing machine, water flies off. I don't know. Which one is not like the rest? Of course, you can see flat in the puddle, in a pool, in a lake. But what happens on the spinning ball Earth with curved water? 99% of humanity fails to solve this riddle. If water always takes the shape of its container, finding its own level, which of the following is unrealistic and totally fake? See, so let's see. Look at this. Flat, 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 flat. Everything is flat. Everything is flat with the exception of the curvy spinning ball Earth with curved water. The Earth is motionless. Water does not stick to a spinning ball and it always keeps its level. Self-explanatory. The curious case of water. You've seen this before. Water everywhere. Bodies of water do not bend on any scale. The Earth is level. with proof. It is over 70% covered in liquid, water, a tangible substance, and water always seeks equilibrium level at the same elevation from one point to the next, regardless of distance, and that's a scientific fact. The spinning globe with curved water is nothing more than a belief, a religion, a theory. The Earth is demonstrably, so it's proof, level, and motionless. Research it. Water is flat and finds its level. Water curving around and sticking to spinning balls cannot be observed in the reality of the real world. So therefore, it is not scientific. There is no scale that can reproduce the theory of this, of what you see here. Nothing. For water to stick to the exterior of a globe. Water is flat and level. This is what many people believe. So it's self-explanatory, the picture. This is how people should behave and ships should behave while traveling on the spinning ball Earth with curved water, sticking to the surface of the exterior of the sphere. But no, water is flat, Earth is flat. The Earth is, they say the Earth is hurling at 67,000 miles per hour in space. You can tell the Earth is spinning because it feels perfectly still. I mean, the Earth is still, so therefore if it's still and this is still, nothing moves, right? It's just the reality of the real world. It's nature. My question is this. If the Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, as it revolves around the Sun at 66,600 miles per hour, while the Sun shoots through space at 450,000 miles per hour, why haven't the constellations changed in thousands of years? Vibes of Cosmos in the 7 books explains a lot. If you think this is real, but have used this, seen this, and been here, wake up. The Earth is flat and motionless. Would this be possible if the Earth were spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, which is 1,600 kilometers per hour, while orbiting the Sun at 67,000 miles per hour? Look at this perfect equilibrium on the flat surface. Motionless plane, water finds its level. Not possible on a spinning ball Earth. Motionless Earth with Polaris in the central. And then you have this heliocentric model, which is just theory on computer graphics. So the real world nature versus fantasy on computer graphics. If you think this is real but have, we've seen it before, this is impossible to film from a spinning ball Earth. This is only possible on a motionless flat plane. The camera would not stay fixed on the North Star and it would lose alignment as soon as the Earth rotated. So game over for the globe. Even the slightest alleged tilt of Earth should result in a large streak of light from Polaris. But Polaris never moves. Vibes of Cosmos explain this a lot. Earth is stationary. Research nature and the reality of the real world. I'm the Big Dipper. You can see me all year, which would be impossible if we were orbiting the Sun. You can't feel Earth rotating at 1,000 miles per hour. You can't feel the Earth orbiting at 67,000 miles per hour. You cannot feel the solar system moving at more than 500,000 miles per hour. You cannot feel the Milky Way galaxy moving through space at 1.3 million miles per hour. But you will feel this earthquake. By the way, Vibes of Cosmos explains what earthquakes are in the books. Ball Earth proof is just cartoons and theories. Look, Earth does not move. Look at the equilibrium. Light doesn't reflect down curved surfaces. Light reflects on flat surfaces of water. Earth does not rotate. Look at the smoke going in the sky. So only the wind moves the smoke. Flat Earth proof is the Earth itself. Compasses cannot work on a ball. A Nikon P900 and P1000 shows it's flat. An astrolabe tracks all the stars and is a flat Earth tool. Earth cannot be making 3 separate rotations while our North Star remains fixed directly over the North Pole. Vibes of Cosmos explains a lot. So, flat versus global. How stars appear in real life. How stars would appear in the globe theory on computer graphics. Again, this is how stars appear, and the whole thing with, if you believe in the globe Earth, you believe all these motions are happening, but the alignment of the stars we see never changes since the beginning of time. The impossible solar system, all of the other planets and their moons. So motionless Earth, the reality of the real world, versus the heliocentric model, which is just theory, CGI. Why don't the constellations change? And the nighttime and the months. The constellations are the same. Look, Earth is, we all know how Earth is. Earth is pear-shaped. You just can't tell, they say on television. There's curvature. You're just too small to see it. The Earth is moving. You just can't feel it. Look at the equilibrium. Sure, whatever you were taught to say. Every night of the year, Polaris can be observed through a hole in the Georgia Guidestones. The Georgia Guidestones were demolished in 2022. As you know, there was like really spooky stuff written on them. Tumbling through space at 1.9 million miles an hour. 5,000 years later, the stars have never changed. The reason you cannot feel the Earth spinning is because it is not spinning. If something spins, you feel it. So my question is why the constellations are the same. Look at the movement of spinning at 4 miles per hour, how the body of the human behaves. At 60 miles per hour in a theme park, how the body behaves. And we live on Earth, so they say Earth is a spinning ball at 1,000 miles per hour, but then we just have this picnic so nicely. We have to enjoy more being with people outside, but behaving normal. These pool balls are spheres. Therefore, the table must be a sphere too, because the pool balls are spheres. Therefore, the table is not flat. It must be a sphere with curvature moving. So this is what happens, in space, in magical space vacuum, the super speeds, but we don't feel it. But when we go to a normal park with kids and spinning, then the kids, they just fly off the spinning toy in the park, and the Earth is at rest. So look at the equilibrium, the perfect equilibrium. If you don't understand that we would see 100% different stars, then I'm not sure I can help you. If this. So why don't we see different stars, constellations every 3 months? Because we move through space. And then you want me to believe this on this. Look at the perfect equilibrium, because the Earth does not move unless you have winds. If you have strong winds, that's the wind, or an earthquake. So Earth is pear-shaped. You just can't tell. There's curvature. You're just too small to see it. Earth is moving. You just can't feel it. That's what they tell us. All these balls revolve over a flat surface. So why assume Earth would be any different? Because they say, we see things which are spheres or circles, therefore the Earth must be a sphere. Well, no, there you go. I don't even understand why they say that. So thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video.